¿Pueden
Bueno,
apagar el micrófono cuando alguno sea oyeron?
bueno, ya estamos grabando. Hello, girls. How are you?
Hi, Garner. I am fine on you.
I,
Thanks.
I
Very well, thanks. Okay. Hello to all. We are going to all the video conference of Didactics of English. We start with the presentation. Luisa, please, your presentation.
My name is Luisa Fernanda Vargas. I am 20 years old and I live in the El Dorado Meta.
Angelica, please.
My name is Maria Angelica. I am 19 years old. I have one son. I live in Guamalme.
And Janet.
Hi, my name is Janet Camargo. I am a teacher. I, I am foreign language undergraduate student. More.
Okay. My name is Yarleidis Caroline Duarte. I live in Ocaña, Norte Santander Department. I am a virtual community observing the virtual class. Give me the teacher at the basic, intermediate, and advanced levels. Em, ¿Alguna quiere hacer una observación de sus prácticas pedagógicas?
I do the observation practice at the institution Liceo Nuestra Señora de Carmelo, observing class of first, second, third, fourth, and fifth grade with the teacher Diana Arevalo. She started the class with a prayer and song, and then they performed the exercise depending on their theme and ended the class with a song or sometimes the teacher left the task for the next class.
Okay, thanks. Any more?
I do the practice in the virtual community, CINEP, and with the teacher Cristian Camilo González.
Okay. Next, please.
Me. Okay. I am going to tell you about my experience in pedagogical practice. And the institution where I work is called Institución Educativa Comuneros. This school is in Bucaramanga, Santander. The grade was with were 10th grade students. The teacher call is Ruby Alaguna. No more.
Fine. And me? Some characteristics of what I have observed are that those who receive the class are students in health education, age between 18 and 30 years, speak English well, and the teacher are very nice and respectful. My teacher, the practice is Jonathan Galindo. I read the question. 1. Did you notice that the teacher planned each class or wrote improvise in the session? Is the planning on improvisation successful or not? 2. What teaching skills does the English teacher have? 3. What was the attitude of the students toward the English class? their teacher and classmates? Why do you think that happens? 4. Do you think a student learn from the skill of this teacher? Why or why not? 5. Would you change anything in teacher attitude? What and why? 6. In the event that students are not fluent in English, what do you think that happens? 7. What skill does the teacher promote the most in students? Reading, speaking, listening, or reading? What do you think if focus mainly on that or those skills and not all? Coming, Janet, please. The first question.
Yes. Okay. Unfortunately, I could not observe the teacher class as I had told them the practice was only the development of workshops for the students. However, according to what the teacher told me is that the theory of planning the period and the newsbeat review the their managers.
Okay, Angelica.
The teacher planned the class based on a chart that the grades had if she really understood how the teacher explained to them with passion as exercise they developed.
Thanks. Luisa.
The teacher could tell that the planet of his classes because it was seen that everything had a chronological order.
No more?
No more.
Okay. And me. I think that each teacher had their class prepared because they present good material to present the lesson, had a follow up the class and manage the time very well to explain everything. Second question. What teaching skill does the English teacher have? Luisa, please.
The second question.
Yes, yes. Your answer.
The teacher was quite creative when explaining some topic of activity that we needed to have knowledge of.
Okay, Janet. Hello, Janet.
Janet,
Sorry. The
Angelica,
teacher
please.
is perceived.
Okay,
The
sorry.
teacher is perceived as a person who takes the place of the students, since she always exposes the importance of modifying her way of teaching so that the students can understand, and she is also observed, respectful. She is a person who encourage students to learn and acquire a second language.
Thanks, Angelica. Next, please.
He applied the skill of reading, reading, speaking, and listening.
Okay. An English teacher must have a broad and solid knowledge of the language, must have the ability to identify and assess student needs, must be someone creative and willing to teach, must be a passionate person and have empathy with their students. And above all, she must be a person who motivates and encourages learning at all the times. The first question, what was the attitude of the student toward the English class, their teacher and classmate? Why do you think that happens? Angelica.
In the class that I observed, they were motivated, but even so, some students showed interest and others were like. This happened because the teacher could not see everyone at the same time and listen, so the teacher told the students to understand her and respect the work of each one of their classmates.
So good. Thanks. Janet? The first question, Janet. Your answer. You answer.
Unfortunately, I could not visualize the attitudes of students with the classmate and the teacher signs. I did not have virtual encounters with them.
Okay.
No more.
Luisa?
I could see that most of the students were attentive to what the teacher was saying, and I think that this happens when a teacher makes his class something creative and not very monotonous.
And me. There was always respect between everyone. The attitude of the students and the teacher was positive at all the times, willing to listen and receive corrections. First question. Do you think a student learn from the skill of this teacher? Why or why not? Luisa?
I think that yes, most of the students learning thanks to the fact that the class were fun and we were always in the expectation that it was the next topic of activity that we were going to do or see.
Thanks.
No,
Janet?
I believe that the teacher, according to the virtual meetings she had with me, was very active regarding the students' learning. No more.
Thanks, Janet. Angelica, please.
If I consider that it is a good strategy for the science since they read text and draw conclusion by speaking it with small keywords and listening to audio and through that audio they perform the exercise.
Okay, my answer. A teacher who teach English must handle the language skills, and in observing this class, I think the students they learn because the teacher spoke English well, correct of time, were able to listen, gave the opportunity to write the chat and speak into the microphones. So if there was significant learning. 5 questions. Would you change anything in teacher attitude? What and why? Janet.
If I could see that class, I will have the knowledge or the opportunity to know what things I will contribute in the in the teacher class. However, according to to this virtual class, I will put together a group of students so that they could meet one day a week for some virtual platform in this time of pandemic.
Fine. Angelica?
No, because she demonstrates in a class a good attitude towards the science.
Luisa?
So far, no. I feel that he is very complete when it comes to teaching and making some subjects understand. Others that his personality and attitude were good with us students.
Fine. Not really. Each teacher teach on their own way. They were all very nice and used very good technological tools. The next question is, in the event that students are not fluent in English, what do you think that happens? Angelica?
This happens when students are afraid of making mistake and their classmates may make fun of them and because students do not speak English fluently.
Thank you, Angelica. Luisa, please.
If it is about the subject of speaking and reading, I feel that it may be more because I fear of making mistakes and doing it wrong. While if it is of the others like reading and listening, it will think that is more due to lack of practice.
Continue, Janet.
I consider that the students have not mastered English, perhaps due to their lack of interest in this language, because according to the cons to the context of the school, the students have not had a good process of English, since the teachers generally do not have the skills to teach English. So, but due to Colombia education, teachers must have courage and face this challenge.
Thanks. My, my answer. On the one hand, it can be the lack of practice and motivation. No more. Um, the 7 questions. What skill does the teacher promote the most in students? Reading, speaking, listening, sorry, or reading? Why do you think is focus mailing on that or those skills and not all? Continue with Luisa.
The teacher focuses more on speaking and listening. I think that the mostly does it with these two signs for most I will say of they are the most complex to acquire to knowledge. So the teacher works doing listening while we practice speaking and we will be developing both skills.
Next, Angelica.
The teacher focus on the time listening to audios of description good son among ours. I think this skit is one of the ones that gel to achieve more knowledge and draw more attention to the children.
Thanks. Janet, please.
I think that the teacher focus more on the students being able to read signs. She's preparing them for the effects, effects test that they have to present the other year. No more.
Okay, my answer is short. They focus on listening and talking always. Okay, girls, finish the video conference. Thank you so much. Um, that's a good explanation. Eh, No more. ¿Alguien
Thanks,
quiere decir algo para
classmate.
final?
See
Okay,
you soon.
girls, nice to meet you, all girls. Bye. Thanks
Bye
for
bye.
your explanation. Good afternoon.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you soon.